The sun dipped low over the blue Aegean Sea as the waves kissed the golden sands of a private beach in Mykonos. But what truly stole the spotlight that evening wasn't the island's postcard beauty. It was Novak Djokovic, not in tennis whites, not lifting a Grand Slam trophy, but barefoot, carefree, and dancing wildly with his young son, Stefan. The video that has since gone viral wasn't staged or scripted. It was raw, real, and full of joy. And it showed a side of Djokovic the world rarely gets to see. In a world that's used to watching him flex his muscles on center court, what unfolded on that beach was something far more human. Djokovic wasn't the world number one in that moment. He wasn't a tennis titan battling Nadal or Federer. He was just a dad, laughing uncontrollably as he and his son attempted to mimic a traditional Greek dance, their movements out of sync, their laughter echoing across the beach like music of its own. People around them clapped, not because they were Novak Djokovic fans, but because the energy was infectious. Stefan, now a boy of 8 with the same spark in his eyes as his father, twirled awkwardly, arms waving, until he nearly collapsed in a giggling heap. Novak, instead of correcting him or trying to make the moment perfect, joined him, throwing his arms in the air and losing himself in the rhythm, or lack of it. One onlooker captured the whole thing on camera and uploaded it to social media with the caption, "Djokovic goes wild with his son in Greece." Such a hilarious moment! Within hours, the clip was being shared across continents, drawing millions of views. But more than the laughs, it stirred hearts. This was a man who had faced some of the harshest media criticism in recent years. From controversies about his stance on vaccination, to being booed at tournaments, to people questioning his sportsmanship and his temperament, Djokovic had been through the emotional ringer. And yet, here he was, not seeking validation, not chasing headlines, just being happy. It was in stark contrast to the stoic figure the world often sees during high-pressure matches. Djokovic has always been known for his resilience, for turning a match around when it seems impossible, for his warrior spirit. But this moment, shirt unbuttoned, sandals off, chasing his son around a beach party, reminded everyone that even legends need to let loose. And for Stefan, it wasn't about who his father was to the world. It wasn't about trophies or records. It was about the man who tells him bedtime stories, who listens to him play piano, who shows up to school plays with teary eyes. That night in Greece, Novak wasn't Djokovic the athlete. He was Tata, just Tata, and that meant more than any championship. What made the moment even more special was what came next. As the music changed to a popular Greek folk song, a local elderly man stepped forward and offered to teach Novak and Stefan the proper steps. Novak, with his signature humility, bowed playfully and followed the old man's lead. They formed a circle, and for a few short minutes, it didn't matter that one of them was a multi-millionaire tennis superstar. They were just men connected by rhythm, by joy, and by a shared love for family. The video cut to Novak and Stefan later that night, sitting by the beach, wrapped in towels, eating grilled corn and watermelon. The firelight flickered on their faces, and Stefan, looking up at his dad, whispered something. Novak leaned in, nodded, and smiled softly. Whatever was said stayed between them, but the world didn't need to know the words to feel the love. Comment sections exploded with reactions. Some wrote, "This is the Djokovic I love, genuine, goofy, a great dad." Others said, "You can feel how much he adores his son. This is better than any tennis match." And many just said thank you. Thank you for showing the world that joy doesn't come from success, it comes from moments. It's easy to forget that athletes are human. They become symbols of perfection, targets of criticism, idols of worship. But that evening in Greece stripped all that away. Djokovic, covered in sand and salt water, chasing his son across a beach party, reminded us that life's greatest victories don't come with medals. They come with laughter, with connection, with being present in the moment. Some tennis fans said they'd never seen him so relaxed, so free. Maybe it's because when you spend years under the spotlight, the shadows become home. But when you step into the sun with your child's hand in yours, the light changes everything. It softens the edges, clears the noise, and makes room for real happiness. Of course, Stefan will grow up. The beaches of Greece will one day be a memory. The world will continue to watch his father battle on the tennis court. There will be wins and losses, cheers and jeers. But this moment, this wild, hilarious, unforgettable night dancing barefoot in Greece, that will live forever in their hearts. And for fans, it was a gentle reminder. Behind every great man is a child who sees him as a hero, not because of what he's achieved, but because of how he loves. And that love, unfiltered and wild and beautiful, is the real victory. As Novak Djokovic raised a glass that night to toast the sunset, someone asked him if he was coming back next year. He laughed and said, "Only if Stefan's dancing again." Judging by the look in his son's eyes, there's no doubt the beach in Mykonos will echo with their laughter once more. And maybe, just maybe, that's the moment the world needed. Not another record-breaking serve, but a father and son dancing into the night, reminding us all what truly matters.